let's talk about our top 5 gift for kids, right? And this has changed because you're like me, Greg. We've have older kids, so we've raised them from children to adult men, and then we started over again. And we raised the younger generation up, and they'll get it up in age, and then we start over again. Now we have grandchildren too,
Yeah.
so we're back down to the basic. And I've noticed too, as the kids got older, the stuff that we bought for the younger generations that changed too. They got a little more advanced and stuff like that. And we're not going to get into the topic about what age is too young for technology, but
Yeah.
let's just say we went ahead and got our great the younger ones. They're already on iPads and stuff like that. And we'll leave it at that.
Yep.
So let's start off with what's your number one pick here,
Well, a
Greg?
couple of mine, this one's going to go fast because a couple of mine are repeats. So, number one
Right.
is App Store gift cards. So, let them
Yeah.
go buy those
We
apps,
mentioned that earlier. Yep.
or, if they've got a subscription, whatever, let them go do that. So, that's my number one.
Yeah, yeah. So number two for me, and this may be for older kids, right? This may be for kids who are mobile, right? Because all kids love game systems. Most households have at least one game system, whether it's the big three, Nintendo, Sony, or Xbox, they'll have one of the big three. But if you have that mobile teenager that's always busy or one going off to college, a good alternative may be one of those Steam decks, right? And maybe an alternative too to building a PC, a gaming PC. uh, that'll get them off of using their MacBook or their laptop or whatever that they're using for school. That'll get the gaming and stuff off of that. They can focus more on that and buy them a Steam Deck. So basically, what it is think of a Nintendo Switch, but like souped up to the max, right? It's basically a gaming PC, uh, as powerful as a one of these console computers, but it's in a size you can hold it just like this. It's in the
Yep.
size of a Nintendo Switch, a really bulky Nintendo Switch. So, check out a Steam Deck. Those are cool. They can play some of the major AAA titles on it, so they'll be able to get their Fortnites and their Call of Duties and things like that, and even Fallout if they're a fan. They can get that on the Steam Deck too. So good alternative.
So, looks like I put the rest of these in here. So, these are going to
Yeah,
go quick though. For one, subscriptions to whatever services they pay for on their own. So,
right. We
like one of
mentioned
my
that for mom.
kids prefers Spotify to Apple Music. So they could have free
Yeah.
Apple Music with my family subscription, but they prefer Spotify for whatever reason. So if they've got some subscription like that they subscribe to, give them a gift card for that subscription. So that's one.
Hmm.
I've got the HomePod Mini on here.
Right.
Um, and then upgrading their existing tech, whether it be their phone, their tablet, um, something like that, upgrading that tech that they're using all the time. That's a great
Right.
thing to do too. So that gets a little pricier on that one. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah. And then the only other thing
So,
I wanted to, yeah, go ahead, Jason.
well, I said I agree with that. And that is a more pricier one, right? And but just remember, like Greg and I said before, as long as they need it, right? If there's something that they're using or whatever, don't upgrade just to upgrade. Um,
Yeah.
to say, oh, their device is getting older or whatever. Like I said, my son is using my older MacBook Air. It's enough for him.
Yeah.
It's enough for him. There's no reason for me to upgrade him. So, we're talking about thoughtful gifts. As long as they need it, they use it, they'll get benefits from those upgraded features and stuff, then yeah, definitely upgrade those devices.
Yeah. I think mostly around phones. Holidays are a good time to
Right,
upgrade phones. You get carrier deals, you get trade-ins, all that kind of stuff. And you don't necessarily need to upgrade them to the latest and greatest, but you could
right,
upgrade them
right.
to a iPhone 14,
Yeah,
instead of the
which
15.
is
And
still an awesome
yeah,
phone. Yeah.
yeah. So the only other thing I put on here is just to think about something is be careful of what you put in kids' rooms. I don't want to get completely philosophical on this, and TV isn't a good example, but I've also heard
Hmm.
podcasts where they've talked about not wanting to put like the big home pods in kids' rooms, and not because there's a problem with them, but because kids don't want that. They want things that are small and unobtrusive, and
Hmm.
that's why I recommended the HomePod Mini here. But like we didn't even have a TV in our bedroom until the grandkids moved in, and not SpongeBob, I don't like SpongeBob, but
Hmm.
Blue's Clues and
Yeah.
Bluey and all those things consumed my nice 75-inch 4K TV with the
Right.
dual
Right.
HomePod stereo speakers. Yeah. When
Yeah.
they did that, that's when we put a TV in our bedroom. But And it's, you know, it's just one of those things. Same thing goes for a lot of this other tech, right? Have the conversation so that they know they can't stay up till midnight or 2 a.m.
Yeah,
on that Steam Deck or,
yeah,
doing whatever. So anyway, that's just a little bit a bonus recommendation. Every tech gift you give a kid should probably accompanied by a conversation. So,
yeah, yeah. And some rules, yeah, some boundaries and things like that, because it is a constant battle.
yep.
Um, Getting them to bed with TVs in their room. And my middle son, not so much the TV, but it is the phone and stuff. And that's where things like, you know, screen time and things like that come into play. But yeah, yeah, definitely, that's a good tip to share.